Yo, we saying, bro?
Yo, what you saying, bro? You good?
Yeah, not bad. Still, we saying.
Just chilling, bro. Lazy Sunday, man.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. What you saying? Where's the boys at, man? Oh, you just started, innit?
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago. Still,
Mm, we get JB in here. You're bridging on to the join as well, innit?
yeah, yeah.
Mm, what you been on today, bro?
Just chilling, bro. Just
Mm,
chilling, billing, chilling, bro.
I hear you, man. These Sundays starting to seem a lot like Sundays.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that. I
Mm.
ain't felt a Sunday like this in a long time.
You know, I hear that still.
Mm, which is the man them out there, man. We're certainly trying to look at some charts.
Yeah, yeah. At some
Mm,
point, yeah.
you're gonna look at Trias for me, bro.
Yeah, I can do still.
Mm,
Let's get it up. 15 minutes looking kind of weak. Might have found support here though. This level somewhere here.
what's that? Five something and mid fives.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
550 ish.
it's been lagging around that for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's finding support there, innit? So what you might
Mm,
find is price just holding these levels.
mm, literally just depends on Bitcoin, innit?
Yeah, basically. Hold these
Literally.
levels. Like you can see here it's making higher lows in it. So what you might find is somewhere around here you might find support and
Mm,
then boom to the upside. But
mm,
yeah, the only reason I wouldn't be too happy with taking that trade is I think Bitcoin's going lower. So it
mm.
should drag price lower as well.
To
So
be honest, a lot of alts haven't recovered, innit? So
yeah,
Say Bitcoin crashes now. Let's say it goes down to 30K again. Yeah,
mm,
because what's that now? Like 38.
yeah, roughly 38. Yeah,
Let's say 38. So say now Bitcoin crashes now and goes to
mm,
30K. Alts are finished, bro. Like most of these coins ain't recovered. Literally just in the last 2 weeks, whilst Bitcoin's gone back to like 38K ish.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
even the slightest recovery.
Well,
So,
realistically though, it's because like dominance is going up as well in it. So
mm,
money is coming out of alts faster than it's coming out of Bitcoin. So
mm,
so yeah, that's something to be just to be aware of really.
mm,
If it breaks below these lows, realistically, if it drops below like that little box there that I drew, I think realistically the next area you got to look at from like here, maybe somewhere around here
uh,
to here. You could
mm,
you could include these lows as well.
I am gonna buy some. I'll be real. I'm gonna buy some today. Probably not
Mm,
much. Probably like 100 coins.
yeah, because when you think about it, yeah, when you're like you're buying what like $8,
Yeah,
not me, but you guys were buying at
yeah,
$8.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so anywhere down here, you're looking at near 2x from original buy-ins in it.
Literally.
So yeah,
Market cap
man,
is
good prices there.
pennies as well. Pennies.
Mm.
just needs more recognition, man. The team's doing hella work. They just need a lot more recognition.
Yeah.
But yeah, just as soon
Yeah.
as long as Bitcoin plays right, they should be good again.
Yeah, around here is good levels, man.
Mm.
Between fuck, somewhere around here anyway. $4, maybe start looking at larger buys around 250 if we break below this support level
Yeah.
here. But yeah, man.
Definitely, bro. If we see 250 or even anything $3 and lower, that I'm going in still. I'll be real.
Yeah,
I'm going in
100%, bro.
because all time high is $31, and
London, can you hear me?
yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
what you
you.
saying, bro?
You good?
Alhamdulillah,
Yeah,
bro. How are
bro.
you?
It's good. I'm good, man. I'm just revising right now.
Bro, folks,
Yeah.
you got exam tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll send. I don't even know, bro. I can't lie. I just messaged my friend. Just told me we got exams. So I don't even know.
Bro,
I'm not
fuck
ready. I
this,
can't
man.
lie.
Go revise, bro. We do
Yeah,
calls
that's
every
what I
day.
was telling him. He was like,
No,
nah, let
no,
me
no,
take a
bro,
15-minute break.
Yeah, bro. I need a break, man. I need a break. I've been
Ah,
getting
you want to
shredded.
show your charts quick then?
Yeah. I'll just show. Because basically, I have a feeling that we could get a bit shagged too in the markets. I just want to show you why.
Yeah, calm.
Hey, bro, I got a question though, not crypto related. If you don't know what
Yeah.
exams you got tomorrow, what are you revising for?
It's true. But I lie you would kind of know what exams are coming up roughly, though. Like you just
Okay.
revise in general.
What year are you in Kamal 11? Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me.
No, he's
I
muted
put
still.
myself on mute by accident. I don't know how I done
Oh.
that.
Yeah. What year? You in year 11, innit?
Yeah, 11, bro.
So it can literally be any exam that, like, from the top, the subjects you chose, or English, math, and science, innit?
Yeah, something like that.
Bro,
I ain't
try.
got GCSEs. I ain't got GCSEs,
Yeah,
but it's basically like mocks in it to revise for like my
yeah.
GCSEs, if
Literally,
that makes
don't
sense.
remember what happened with the last one, the COVID, like when COVID
Oh,
hit the
bro,
first year.
listen, Saki,
So,
you see if that
go on.
happens, just know I'm gonna be active on Telegram every single day, 3 a.m. fucking trading this shit out. I don't, bro, you don't understand. if I get that little lockdown, I'm calm, bro. I'm telling you, man, I don't give a fuck. Because
No,
even if I
that's what I'm
fail,
saying though. I'm saying that's why revise for your mocks properly, because I'm sure the last time they took
oh
results
yeah, the
from
usual
mock
mocks.
exams. Yeah, that's what
Now
I'm saying.
I'll
You
tell
don't
you
want to.
something, Saki. Basically my first mocks I done all right, not bad, but
Okay,
not good in it.
yeah.
It was like
Mm,
B's and C's, and then last
that's
mocks
good.
the only thing I failed was maths. I got like
Mm,
a just a pass in it, which was like a 5, but I'm supposed to be getting like A's. They're saying, and like everything
yeah.
else, I done physics exam, I got like an A. I done an English exam, I got like a B plus. I done a business exam, I got like an A star, whatever ICT A star. You get me? Then obviously
Yeah.
when it came to the maths exam, I just fucked it up. And I cheated as well, bro. I used the wrong mark scheme and I never realized, like a fucking twat.
Just make sure you
But yeah,
focus. But come slap your charts on, because then if you got 15, 20 minutes, then go back to do what you're doing.
let me just show you guys. Obviously, I'm seeing something quite big in it. Like, I just want to look on the weekly time frame because I'm not trying to like complicate everything. But basically, what I was seeing is, like here, obviously, King knows how I trade. I trade like, how XV trades, like
Yeah.
smart money and that. Yeah. So obviously, there was a weekly order book here. So we bounced off that. But the only thing is, I saw lots of liquidity laying around. What's that thing? I was seeing lots of liquidity lying around here, or even lower, this level there. There's lots of liquidity. So here, where everyone thinks we're gonna bounce off like that 28K range, I don't think we're bouncing off because there's just a lot of liquidity here. So where support and resistance, where retail see support and resistance, I'm seeing this as what liquidity that the banks will take out. Like they would want to push price below this on purpose. Because like, let's say everyone is long in here, lots of money. They see it as an easy way just to manipulate price. And I think we can come to like that 20K range, just above 20, 21K. But obviously, if it's a bear market, certain guys like you, Saki, like you can just average in it. You'll be fine. But a lot of people, I know that they came in crypto with like an intention of flipping their money. So I know a lot of people like in deep. But I just think a lot of people got caught out. Because basically, what I was seeing is, when we came here, yeah, obviously I was telling everyone like be on edge, and everyone's saying why, because it's all time highs, isn't it? I think Warren was getting on to me. Warren Buffett, yeah, he was
Mm.
getting on to me. He's like, yeah, he's like, bro, he's like, you're pissing me off, man. Like, this is not a bear market. I'm like, bro. He's like, I'm like, even Anson was getting on to me. Like, King knows, yeah, Ross was getting on to me. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm just saying, be careful in it. Like, we'll probably dump from here. And what happened? We dumped, and I was rubbing it in their faces, bro. I was rubbing it in their faces. That man got on to me. That's why you don't
I
answer. He gives that sneaky little thingy. He's like, hey, where's the bullet? Where's the bearish man then? He tries to indirect me. It's too funny, man. I swear.
I man them. Do you remember, yeah, when we hit that all-time high, yeah, and we right at the top, I shorted it with a 125x.
Oh
And King,
my god.
wallahi, if
my
I'd kept that open, wallahi, if I would never have to do crypto again. I swear to
Saki,
Yeah,
God,
bro,
100.
you wouldn't even be on the
100.
pool right now.
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
I would never ever do crypto again. I would have been different, bro.
You would have been
That
in
would have been
Dubai right now
so
with the IG babes, bro.
Literally, bro. I would have been hollering. I would have hollered Griselda. I'm like, come darling. You and DXB.
Wait. I'm recording this. Let's
Oh shit! Yeah,
let's
yeah.
not
Oh
say
shit!
too
Oh
much.
shit! Yeah. Everyone called me a madman for shorting right at the top. Literally, that was the top, bro. It was literally a few cents away from all-time
Nah,
high.
that was disgusting. I remember, and I remember people were thinking, yeah, Saki's a madman, but deep
Yeah,
down they didn't know what
bro.
Saki was seeing.
Bro, man was seeing everyone shit themselves. I was just thinking, there's been people who've held from who bought at the last all-time high. Man, are gonna take profits in it because they just went through
Yeah,
28K.
100%.
You get me? Fuck all the charts and stuff. Let's look at common sense. You get me? Man are buying
100.
at them prices. They want to take profit, but then I'll be
Saki,
real,
listen,
fam.
you need to do a challenge here where you do no fucking TA. It's just common sense. Just call it like the common sense challenge. Because half your trades here
Word.
is bro. Because deep it, King, you're better than most guys that do TA, and it's disgusting. Because there's guys that would spend like hours analyzing the chart and they'll get shagged.
Yeah, no, it's
Well,
bad.
like in this,
I feel bad still because like I remember even there was this one time I keep talking about it. Remember Rob when he longed Cardano, yeah, and I was like, oh, that's when the smart contracts information came out. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna dump. I'll go, bro, it's gonna dump. And I remember we was on a call at the time. I was telling these man, I was like, fuck TA, let's talk common sense, bro. I was up like 160%. He told me stop loss got hit in like 5 minutes. I'm like, come on, bro. I did tell, man. You get me? Sometimes you gotta look at the news as well, innit? You can't just. It's not everything charts, innit? You get me?
Yeah.
Like
100%.
man can short something and they could get the most bullish news. If you're not looking at the bullish news, fuck what the charts say. People are gonna buy regardless. You get me? Just because of that bullish news. So yeah,
You
man.
got to think as well. Sometimes like news here, if it's bullish news, like people will be buying into it, like anticipating the news coming out. And once it's out and you get that rush of demand, and it's just exit liquidity for those people that bought in. So
Literally, bro.
yes, bro,
What you
you
saying,
saying?
bro?
Well,
Them?
I just literally open some trades up and just pull them out. I feel
Yeah,
like we're
you're
going to see a
sweet.
little crash.
I'm not
Go a little
sure,
crash,
you
that's
know.
it.
I was like, I'm in two minds right now, innit? Obviously, I've added to my shorts, but I'm in two minds right now.
Yeah, look, I want to show you something as well. I have a feeling. I'm just marking out key zones in it. But basically, this is what could happen. There's a huge supply zone up here, but this basically, Bitcoin, it doesn't work as well with this trading method in it, but I'll just break it down to you. Here's the thing. What we could see is basically, we're already here, maybe come to this order block here before taking out all that liquidity there. You get, because basically what I'm seeing is this order block here, it's not that big in it. We could come, have a sharp rejection, but what I think is, how January is a shit month as well. We see like a little range. So we hit this and we range off for a bit before coming for this higher one here. And once we come there, it's just peak because what I see as is retail are going to think, yeah, we're officially bullish, but there was no shift in market structure. Because if we close above this low, then it's a huge shift. You get it? That's why I always wait for true confirmation. So now it's looking a bit peak. I just have a feeling we'll come up for this thing here and then break all this liquidity lying here. Because realistically, I've been going on Twitter and I see everyone's chart here. Everyone has this marked up as support, right? This zone here. And what the banks are seeing is they're basically seeing this as like an easy zone for them to manipulate. Like what they see as liquidity, and liquidity for them is just easy money they can grab. So they'll purposely push price through the zone. That's what I'm thinking. And
Yeah,
it's
but
just
there's
gonna
a
be
lot
peak.
of times, bro, on Bitcoin that the price hasn't gone back to value.
Yeah, but then obviously you can't just base your you can't just base it off previous price action, because what happens is let me show you. Yeah, I don't know if I can find an example, but let's say you've marked up a zone here where price has like it's something called equal lows. King would probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's basically if price comes to a zone that twice, it would most likely dump. Wait, 1 minute, trying to find the zone.
Yeah, the reason, yeah, the equal lows thing, but also like this isn't just where the bull run started, innit? 30k is not where the bull run started. So in terms of price going back to 30k, then I don't see it as any trouble for the market to trade there. I don't see any trouble between here personally. Yo,
Mm-hmm. No,
Yo, we can hear
yeah,
you, bro.
yeah. I don't see realistically. I don't see any trouble in the market trading down at like it could trade anywhere between here and 20k. Personally, I don't see any trouble in that. I don't see any real reason why the market can't do that.
Mm.
I was listening to a podcast with Michael Saylor literally yesterday, yeah.
Oh, the one
And
with
he
MM
was
Crypto.
nah, it wasn't that one. Still, it was with Kobe, up only, and he was literally saying like most of his Bitcoin, I think he bought below 10k. But he was saying as well, he's always going to be buying at all time highs
Mm.
for the next 30 years. He's going to be buying at all time highs. So people laugh at him when he buys at all time highs, yeah, but they're not really noticing at the prices he was buying before the all time highs. Do you see what I'm saying? So he's saying the average over 30 years I'm going to be up, but realistically I don't think prices like this.
Wait, guys, sorry, I was on mute. I didn't realize. My bad.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, that's my fault. Basically, can you see here? You know how there was basically, obviously King. I can't really explain this. King may be bad, but basically, when okay, there's a better example here that I found. Yeah, you see here when everyone was long in this support. Let's say, yeah, this was just basically all that was easy liquidity for the banks to take out. So when I saw this zone and I was seeing everyone was bullish on that, this support being strong, it's actually the opposite, right? Because the banks are just seeing this as like a zone where all retail are long in, right? And they got the stop loss just below. So the easiest thing, so let's say you're longing, you was longing this year. So every time prices has only had like a 2.5% stop loss. What the banks saw this as, they just saw as an easy level to take out basically, because why, there's a lot of orders there. Obviously you guys know that they love to take as much money out as they can. If you had your stop loss, you would have got like taken out straight away. And then you can see, obviously it doesn't, liquidity won't look like that in a straight line. It can be trend line liquidity, yeah. So for example, here, yeah, there was obviously all retail. They were probably looking at this as like a zone, right? They said next time it bounces off, they will think catch the retest. So what the bank's done is they just push price out, they pumped it, so everyone's stop loss would get taken out, and then they dumped it. So obviously their intention is making sure that no one catches the moves, right?
Isn't that a bear flag though? Well, you just drew that line. Wouldn't that make a
Yeah,
bear
this
flag?
one. Wow.
Yeah.
What's the bear flag again? I forgot.
The triangle formation where it basically
Is it something
when
like
it's
this?
going downwards, it'll basically mean it'll drop after that.
Is it basically that?
Yeah.
That? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that yeah, it could be, but basically, yeah, that's actually a good.
See, if I
That's a
see
good.
that, I'm not thinking long. I'm thinking short.
But what was you seeing here then? Because I don't know how this would be a bear flag, to be honest. I don't know. I like. I don't really trade these pans anymore, innit? But I would have been seeing something like this, to be honest.
You wouldn't have to trade higher up into the support level, into the support turn resistance.
Yeah, would they not? Wouldn't have to come here or something, innit? Before
Yeah,
it
but
falls
then
back.
Not
I guess
always.
okay. Yeah, I
Not
guess
always.
you got that.
I kind of understand what you mean, though. Yeah, you can.
I'm
I
just,
see.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm not looking at support. I'm looking at where the price is actually bouncing off.
Yeah, me and King was talking about this before, but obviously if you trade ranges, so what King does basically almost, or chart patterns, so what you do, yeah, it's like it's a surefire way of making money. Indicators like EMA, they don't really work as much, but if you can just trade, because that's basically price action. Range, like trading the range or like the breakout, just price action. It's not indicators. And same with chart patterns, because what I do is the same thing. It's price action. It's just a method of price action, basically. If you can trade them just in crypto, you'll be decent. Because crypto is a mixture of like every other strategy. Do you get? It's not like one single strategy. That's why you will see not everyone's strategy will work. Like I don't know. I think here, yeah. I think I may have said Wyckoff. Yeah, I was sending Wyckoff into the group chat, right? But it was I don't know what happened afterwards in it, yeah. But you can see that the Wyckoff played out, and obviously if you're trading the ranges, I think there was a range here. King, I don't know what you was looking at here. I forgot, but I'm pretty sure
I was looking
kind
at.
of bearish.
I think I was looking at. Nah, I think I was looking at Bears once the 58 broke around below 60k.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I was expecting support to hold like between like 60 and 50k. Like I think it was like 56k, because 56k was the level we broke from in May, like around there, like 58, 56k. Not May, April, sorry. So yeah, I was expecting those levels to hold, possibly that level to turn from basically resistance to support. And then once that broke, I kind of changed my sentiment a bit. But literally every level that we came down to on lower time frames, I was thinking, yeah, this could be a possible long from here. Even though I was seeing bearish market structure, I was thinking, yeah, this could be it. I wasn't really really paying attention to sort of the macro as well until recently as well. So
That's what I've been focusing on more, because I get like mixed up in it. But basically, this is what I was trying to tell answers in it, because like obviously can you see the higher time frame we're bearish, right? And then it's conflicting, because if you go on the lower time frame, you're just seeing that we're basically bearish. I mean, we're bullish. So, but what it always is, you have to look at the macro structure always over the macro, because you're gonna be basically what it could be is he's just longing to the lower high, but he doesn't know. Do you get it? So obviously on the macro
no,
structure,
I think he does know. I think he does know still.
but he's just that's what I mean. That he knows. But
he doesn't trade shorts in it. So
yeah, that's
whatever sort of long
long
trade he can find, he will take it. Yeah.
Yeah, because basically, let's say on the macro, which is basically the higher time from the weekly, is bearish, right? And then if you go to the daily, you will see that you're bullish, or like the 4 hour, you'll be bullish, but you're bullish because you're just long in the lower high. You get it? But then for answers, it's different, because he just looks for like longs that he can take. So he don't mind long in the lower high, because then he knows obviously that there's going to be a retracement. He'll just catch the next bounce. But it works out for him because he doesn't take as many L's. You get it? Whereas other people, they'll probably get liquidated on like trading against the bounce. You gotta be careful if that makes sense. But yeah,
like for me, because I'm always kind of looking for trends. Like I find it hard when price is ranging and consolidating, innit?
Yeah, same. So I just see it as like liquidity, just building up too much.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know what you sent H to the chat, but it's very blurry. There was another thing.
Was it really blurry? Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, type into your Google Wyckoff logic.
Oh yeah, Wyckoff.
Yeah, Wyckoff. Sorry.
Yeah, I studied that for a long time in like February or March.
Bro, that looks so much like Bitcoin from
like
30th of May.
Yeah, this bit here, this top bit here, that was Wyckoff. This here was Wyckoff, and then this. Okay, let me go to the daily actually.
If you go to Wyckoff logic here, it's literally imagine May 2021 till now.
Yeah.
This whole thing is basically identical to that. It's crazy.
Yeah, so this one, this was here. So the first crash we had, wrong chart here. Can you see this? This was Wyckoff, and then it was the bearish version, right? And then this was the bullish version of Wyckoff. We're seeing the bullish one is the opposite, innit? So it's this one, this accumulation one. And then again at this top here, it was on the 4 hour that I was seeing bearish Wyckoff. So from like here, we had that huge crash. I remember I got liquidated on that crash. So I'm like, look, what caused me to get liquidated or whatever? And then I realized, we should be a bit bearish because we failed. Because if you look at structure on that
was the first break of market structure.
Yeah, because we failed to make a new all-time high, but it had to be on the weekly. Do you get it? It had to be on the weekly. We had to make a new all-time high because I'm looking at market structure on the weekly. Does that make sense?
Yeah. He got cut. Yes, bro. What are you saying?
Apparently, I'm late by 30 minutes.
Yeah, you are, bro. What
Sorry,
time
bro.
you call this?
I'm playing Call of Duty, man. Sorry, bro.
You play COD, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Jeez.
What is anyone sharing charts?
Literally, Kiddo was in here and he literally just cut. I think his internet done him still.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can jump on still.
Said his mom came in. Okay.
Okay. That's it. Pray for me. But yeah, you're up, bro.
Bear with me.
How the fuck did this?
Oh, I missed my mana entry, man. Fuck. Yeah. Oh shit. Wait, boys. Literally, give me 10 minutes. Yeah. Literally, give me 10 minutes.
Calm.
I'll be back. Sweet.
Alright, cool. So going back to what Kiddo was saying, yeah, I think I was long until 53k broke, and that was from when we pumped up from 30k. We made this level here. This this level here. That's when my view kind of changed a bit. I was still trying to sort of find longs around here, possible levels where we could possibly return. But really, what I was looking for is price to come back to support levels before the next leg down. I think I did sell maybe 50k or 51k. I'm not too sure, but there were some chances where I could have been. I think I had some shorts around here as well, but I wasn't really holding them just because I was looking for some level of support somewhere. So yeah, definitely. I think where did we break when we broke the 50 EMA, that's when sentiment changed for me. But until we kind of got below the 200 EMA, I was still very what's the word, bullish, or possibly expecting that we could possibly trade higher because we made this higher high as well. Sort of market structure changed from bearish to bullish for me as well. So yeah, but obviously, as you can see, it was really just all of a ruse, really. Maybe a little bit of manipulation as well. Yeah, man. Figs, what you saying, bro?
Yo, what are you saying?
What you saying, bro? You right?
Yeah.
Are you revising as well?
Yeah, I was revising, yeah.
Yeah. Why did you stop, man?
Oh, it's hard. It's killing me, man. It's killing me, man.
I hear that, man. I hear that. Yeah, man.
Where did Kiddo go?
His mum got onto him still.
Wait, where's T1? That's why he says he's gonna be here.
T1's revising as well still.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So he might jump on for a quick one, but
yeah.
Yeah, everyone's revising, man. It's good to see, innit? Don't let this Don't let this crypto stop you from studying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I'm in shorts, but I can see a possibility for Bitcoin to trade higher before it trades lower. I do want to see the
What
market
do you say?
today. Say that again, bro.
I said, oh yeah, T1 say.
Oh, okay. Yes, T1, what are you
I
saying, bro?
King, bro, I beg you, boss, a fucking 1,000% signal so I can fucking drop out, bro. Can't be off.
Say that again,
I beg you, boss, a signal so man can drop out, fam.
bro.
Oh,
You,
shit, bro.
bro, you're in the log here, so you know my intentions and my trades, bro. Literally, like all my trades are there.
Man, shit,
The
bro.
signals are there. They're just not called signals, innit? It's just my trades.
Bro, I've been
So
revising for about 5 hours, fam. I'm sick of
if
it, fam. Big man, big
now you
man.
just missed Kiddo as well. Kiddo came, dropped some charts, and then got then left in it.
Yeah, I got a sexy 30% monitor today, 10 times F.
Jeez, from where?
Let me just get the P&L.
Yeah,
I entered one at 2.553
calm.
on the short internet.
Yeah, but yeah, literally, I'm looking for price to come back to these levels on Bitcoin. But we could also see support found anywhere around possibly here, these levels here, and then price, as Kiddo was saying, price start trading lower just to give people a bit more confidence that we found the bottom and then a continuation. But another thing is what the rest of the markets are doing. I think if like currencies, like I've said before, like the pound and the Aussie dollar are selling and stocks are selling as well, I would expect Bitcoin to be selling as well. I wouldn't expect money to be flowing into Bitcoin while while everything else is selling. So yeah, we could possibly get this move down to the low. We might find a support and trade higher. But for now, I'm aligning with short. I think my BNB trade when I think I'm in from about 387. This is daily. Let's go down a bit as well because
You know when you're doing your analysis and that, do you generally think about like, I saw kiddos like touching it a little bit, but do you also think like how other people will be seeing it as? Does that make sense?
you know what, yeah, a little bit, but not as much as he does. And I
Yeah.
think that's a good fit. Like I think using sort of social media, Twitter mainly, yeah, and seeing what everyone else is kind of thinking about the market is a good measure of sentiment. And sometimes it works towards like the bullish side as well.
Yeah.
But it's like when you can see clearly that there's a level that everyone wants to participate in the market in, and you know everyone's going to get in at that level. You do see manipulation at those levels just because people know like people want to engage at this level, whether it's short or long. Just manipulate the price a bit, and you know get some liquidations before moving price higher. You got to think as well, like I think most of the volume is coming from the exchanges themselves, isn't it? So you do have wells and stuff, but a lot of wells also are in line with exchanges in terms of they either have a stake in an exchange or they own exchanges. So yeah, like a lot of the manipulation you at these levels you got to think of as well.
Yeah, I hear that.
But really, I try to sort of look at bigger picture and where I think price should be trading to on longer time frames, and then try on lower time frames, try and just align myself with that. Find levels where I would expect the price to sort of start aligning with that idea more, instead of just trying to say execute trades from anywhere. Try and look at the higher time frame and then sort of refine it down into lower time frames. Also keeping in line with that longer time frame, that higher time frame sort of analysis.
You know when you're like something I was thinking about me, yeah, like it'll be like sometime every day or even like twice a week. My perspective changes quickly sometimes. I don't know if that's just only because of like seeing other people or just me in general. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
something I've been seeing.
I think for me it depends on what market we're in. If we're at, for example, levels like this, I'm looking at the hourly, and I'm thinking there's a possibility of support at like on BNB like 360, or even higher up here, which is like 370, 374, 375. If you go onto Bitcoin on the hourly, there's levels of support like realistically here, can go lower and think about the levels like here as well. So it's like when you're in a range, it's kind of on lower time frames, it's kind of harder to sort of place trades because you don't kind of know where the market is going, and you don't know what possibly could hold or sort of be an area where the price might trade up from or trade lower from. So I understand that. But yeah, realistically what I try to do is find a level like this, a higher time frame level, and then sort of if we get above it and we look like we're gonna hold, then start thinking about longs, instead of like at these levels where we're still below this level, think more about shorts down to the next levels. That's really kind of how I try to sort of stop myself from getting that indecision. Just try to sort of have a bias one way until that bias is invalidated.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. It's kind of like what Answers does. He only trades long. But you know, it's when it's easier, it's a lot easier to just trade one way, because you're only looking at one side of the market. So you only like it's kind of like you only have like 50% of the as much attempts to trade. And if you cut down the amount of trades that you're making, you have a better probability of being consistent and having a decent success rate to be a consistent and profitable trader.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to cut down
Yeah,
how much times I trade. I'm
yeah,
trying to do
it helps.
quality over quantity now. Yeah.
Yeah, it helps. If you only focus on one side, sometimes you can't see what's happening on the other side as well. That's one thing. But yeah, for example, me, like I said, like maybe 10 minutes ago, I find it hard when the price is consolidating to figure out which way the market wants to go.
Yeah.
And then, for example, like I might try for a week to long the market, and then I decide maybe long is not the way to go, and then try selling. And instead of just waiting, which I think I'm going to start doing more now, or sort of seeing it's a higher time frame level and deciding our direction and just trying to sort of average into a position. I just usually just tend to try and either trade the ranges or just kind of get messed about a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're
So like,
10
up here,
back in a bit, yeah, bro.
yeah, calm. So like, where was we? Up here, just before we broke below 40k. Like, um, I had a few trades up to like 44k, just playing this range, but 44k got hit, and I was still expecting price to return up to this support level here, or this support turn resistance. So I was still trying to long while price was slowly breaking down. And yeah, realistically, even though there were some longs in that position, I can see higher time frame is short. Really, what I should be doing is trying to short these ranges as price is trading higher, instead of trying to long and playing this trade from, like, let's say 40, between 41 and 42k up to 46. That's only like 10% of the market. When if I'm shorting from 44k and trading down to, like, let's say 36k, that's more like what, like 20% of the market. So it's better for me to try and, in terms of risk to reward, there's there's higher risk to reward trying to trade from 41, 42k. There's higher reward trying to trade on the short side than there is to trade on the long side, basically.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I see that.
so yeah, that's the only thing I'd say. Once you can see clear sort of, whether clear trending, then it's always easier to try and trade with the trend than it is to sort of counter trend trade and try and find where the market could possibly be reversing from
Mm.
and find bounces. So yeah. And then once you get sort of like, when the market sort of shows you signs on, I wouldn't say the weekly, because that might be too slow. But once the market is showing you, why is it all the way here? Once the market is showing you sort of signs on, say, a weekly time frame that we could start to trade higher, weekly or daily, to be a bit more, maybe a bit faster on the reaction, then that's when you start thinking about getting long. So for example, here for me, what I'm kind of looking for is these lower time frame, price to break above these lower time frame, or sort of lower level EMAs, and then start looking at the 50 EMA, and that's where I'll start to look for longs for. So for example, if it was to happen here, then somewhere between these highs and these lows, I'll be looking for longs. So really, realistically, I'd like to be longing from like 40k up to like 44k, and sort of swing trade positions down here, and on that trade up, be getting like 100x high leverage shorts, and then taking profits on those while the swing trades have a chance to possibly move for the higher positions, for the higher prices. But really, on the downside, I'm doing a similar thing. But really, what I would need to see is, for longs, I would need to see that crossover first. That will give me a bit more confidence, and then a sort of break and retest of the 50 50 EMA. Once we break and retest the 50 EMA, there's a higher chance we break the 200 EMA, and then once we break the 200 EMA, you know, there's a chance that we could trade a lot higher, possibly back up into the high 50s and high 60s, or high 50s, high 50s and 60s. So yeah, but that's one sort of measure that I use for sort of swing trading. And then it's just things like I don't really use this Bitcoin growth curve. I've only got it on there because Hayes and Answers were talking about it. I was just wanted to look at it. But volume is a big thing for me to sort of find my ranges. So if you know about normal distribution, you sort of see that how can I explain it? Sort of the areas where there's low volume tends to be where the extremes of prices are. And as you get sort of into the mid ranges, you see higher levels of volume, because obviously once you get into sort of the mid ranges, people have more confidence that a market is going either one way or another, and also you just see a bit of chopping around as well. So you get into the mid range, people are thinking, yeah, we're gonna start going lower from here, maybe back down to a support level. And there's also people that are gonna start scaling into long positions as well. So you just get around the mid ranges, you just start getting those higher volumes. And yeah, if you look at sort of, so like this is this, was it 40k? This is the 40k level. You can see like there's a clear range 40k to like 60k, and then 40k to 30k. So you can see just around sort of like between 40 and 43 or 40 and 44, there's a dip in volume just as we get to sort of like these highs and lows here, as market tends to reverse around those prices. So yeah, one way to look at it as well, and that's just kind of how I try and find sort of signs of where possible reversals could be happening, instead of trying to trade price fully, trying to sort of create an idea and kind of stick with an idea on a higher time frame, and then that higher time frame, that be like the overarching theme of my trades, and then what I'm doing on lower and higher time frames kind of represent that. But I can also then look at things like what Kiddo is talking about in terms of like liquidity and where the market might possibly want to trade to sort of cause the most pain to retail and sort of less informed traders. And then I can kind of say, well, 40k is a weekly level. We have this wick here, which as he says, banks might want to sort of push price up to sort of cause pain to these people that shorted these levels, take them out of their trades before then finally pushing the market down. And then on the bullish side, if we are actually in fact going higher, you might see price sort of wanting to come down to these levels before pushing the market higher to sort of take out the people that were short in these levels. I'm sorry, long in these levels.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so But yeah, try and keep it simple as well. Like, I don't know if you know about swing failures.
No.
So it's kind of like market structure where you get in higher highs and higher lows. But if you're getting sort of, here we've got sort of, where's the market? So from this sort of pump up here, we start getting trending up into these sort of 38 levels. You see higher highs, higher lows up into this level. But on a higher time frame, you also have the market not being able to make higher highs on that sort of longer time frame or higher time frame market structure. So in a sense, that is a signal that the market doesn't favor long. But then we could also just get the market, we've got all these buys from this level. The market could just come back above this level and start pushing up from there. But really, it's yeah, it's kind of really just about having an idea and trying to stick with it until you know you're wrong, until you have clear confirmation that you're wrong, for the most part.
Yeah. Oh wait, give me a second. I want to join back in like 5-10 minutes. Hold on.
Yeah, say no more. Yeah, so for anyone that's sort of purely on YouTube, I doubt there's anyone that's purely on YouTube, but from these levels, I'm actually getting a bit more short. Reasons for that is, let me just get this picture up from the trade log where is it this one here? Share this screen. So just earlier in the week, had this sort of theory, price is not going to break this wick. We got sort of an area of supply on a higher time frame, and I was just looking for weakness on this level here. So going down into today, we just started getting this area here. I don't think that's like what Kiddo would describe as an order block, but it was just an area of price where I was thinking, okay, price might come into here and just start showing signs of weakness, which it did. And yeah, that's pretty much the reason for these longs, for these shorts, sorry. This is, I think, I'm not 100% sure. I think these are my roughly my positioning for my 100x shorts here. Let me just change the screen because the screen's changed. These are the positionings for my 100x. Ooh. Stop this share. Media viewer. Okay, I can't show that. Share screen. Is there a better screen? Possibly this one. Yeah, so that's sort of my positioning for my 100x shorts. And going back to the other pictures, so I was looking at this sort of earlier in the week, weekly opening to be sort of a place for support going into the end of the week, and expecting price to come back down to this level going into next week, and the week sort of ending more like a doji than more of like just a random weekly candle, showing signs of indecision, more indecision in the market than any sort of possible reversal. If we do sort of close around 38, that could be signs that we are in fact actually moving higher going into next week. And then that's the signs of weakness that I was looking for, and then that's just the 100x positions there. I don't think anyone else is coming back, I can't lie. Or if they are, they're gonna have me waiting. We have how many hours left we have on the weekly? Should be around 1 o'clock, I think, close, so maybe about 3 hours. Okay, 2 hours left on the weekly close. That's pretty much when Asia will start trading. If we close up here, there is every possibility that we trade higher to this sort of weekly zone here before we have any sort of continuation. And you see on the daily that sort of a lot of attempts to sort of trade higher into these levels have been pushed down, but the market is still attempted to trade higher. So in terms of just sort of this run up, it does look like bulls are winning coming to these levels, but I would expect at some point going higher into these levels that you will see a change in selling or volume to the sell side as people start taking profits and, you know, larger sell orders start coming in. As I said in previous videos as well, every sort of higher high that we've had from the break of the 50, really. I think it is the break of the 50 EMA, which is here in orange. We haven't been able to return to previous levels of support. So the market's just kind of traded lower, kind of held, I think it's the 21, well, since the 200 EMA broke anyway. The cap for price has been, or the limit for higher prices has been the 21 EMA. So yeah,
Fucking
you're we saying, bro? Could
hell
be just
yeah.
see